Originally, I believed that the best way to stop the violence and terrorism that often originates in the Middle East would be to face the problem head on. So that would mostly be with engaging with the individuals who are plotting these sorts of things and enacting them uh, to engage with them directly. And so there's always a cost when you directly engage with any other nation. You always risk killing more people. However, with the recent conflicts we've been in and with recent innovations in technology, it seemed as though we could be able to stop and kill those who sought to hurt and kill US citizens with drones or other UAVs that didn't put our own troops at risk and instead eliminated the threat. So that's what I believed. And I think I believe that with the majority of the US population, that ultimately drones, save US lives while also um, diminishing terrorist threats. It's sort of a double positive. However, uh, my belief has recently shifted dramatically. I was recently at an IHS seminar where Dr. Abby Blanco presented some of her research on the effectiveness of drones. And so she's an economist, and she applied public choice theory uh, to the way drones have been used in the military. And what her findings concluded were that all of my presuppositions and beliefs that I think most Americans hold were ultimately false. Drones really aren't a better alternative to what we had before. They actually put more troops on the ground. They often kill many more civilians than they do hostile threats. There's a lot of bad information involved with drones and UAVs. And ultimately, where this comes down to is there's a public choice problem. There's politicians who act in their self-interest and whose constituents are large aircraft producers who make these drones, and so bills get passed where in Congress that stipulates the military must use these drones, however ineffective they may be, and ultimately, I think it's a detriment to our foreign policy and our our own troops' lives and our own um, control over the situation. And after hearing this lecture, it not only shifted my belief specifically on drones, but it's really made me reconsider the role that the U.S. has to play in the global world, or perhaps the role that the U.S. shouldn't play.